Good morning. In last lecture, we discussed about price elasticity of demand, in which we related the demand of one product with the price of same product. In this tutorial, we shall be discussing different types of elasticities other than price elasticity of demand. Before we start our discussion, I will advise you to subscribe this channel for other videos of microeconomics, which will help you to understand the basics of microeconomics in a very easy way. So, agenda for today discussion is cross price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, price elasticity of supply, and determinants of price elasticity of demand. Now, let's start from cross elasticity of demand. Here, please remember that when we were discussing the price elasticity of demand, we were relating the demand of the product with the price of the same product. The difference between price elasticity of demand and cross elasticity of demand is that in cross elasticity of demand, we measure the percentage change in demand as a response of percentage change in the price of another product. For example, if you want to see how the demand of Coke respond towards the change in the price of Coke, it will be called as price elasticity of demand, because we are considering the demand of Coke response towards change in the price of Coke. However, in cross elasticity of demand, we shall see how sensitive consumer purchases of one product are to a change in the price of some other product. For example, if we want to see how demand for Coke responds to change in the price of Pepsi, that will be cross elasticity of demand, because we believe that demand of one product does not depend upon the price of same product only, but it also depends upon the price of other related products. Quantitatively, we calculate the cross price elasticity of demand by dividing the percentage change in quantity demanded of product X divided by the percentage change in the price of product Y. When we were discussing the simple price elasticity of demand, the numerator and denominator belong to the same product, while in cross elasticity of demand, numerator is the percentage change in quantity demanded of one product, while the denominator of the formula is percentage change in the price of another product. This calculation of cross elasticity of demand helps us to understand the difference between the substitute products, complementary products, and independent products. Now, just assume that if the price of Coke increases, what will happen to the demand of Pepsi? Obviously, theoretically, we believe that when the price of Coke will go up, the demand of Pepsi will also go up, and the answer of this coefficient of cross elasticity of demand will be positive. So, here we can conclude that if cross elasticity of demand is positive, meaning that sale of one product move in the same direction as the change in the price of other product, then these two products X and Y are substitutes. Examples are Pepsi and Coke, because they are substitute product. If price of Coke increases, the demand of Pepsi will also increase. The second example of substitute product can be the coffee and tea. If the price of coffee increases, the demand of tea will increase, and if we calculate their cross elasticity of demand, the coefficient of cross elasticity of demand will be positive. So, just we conclude that whenever the cross elasticity of demand will be positive, those two products will be substitute goods. Now, consider a case in which when the price of one product increases, the demand of another product decreases. Such products are known as complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods which complete each other. And when we calculate their cross elasticity of demand, we will find that cross elasticity of demand is negative. What does it mean? That X and Y go together, and increase in the price of one decreases the demand of the other product. For example, DVD and DVD player. Because they are used together, if price of DVD will increase, the demand of DVD player will go down. So whenever the answer of cross elasticity of demand is negative, we will conclude that those two products are complementary products which are used together, which complete each other. Then the third type of related goods are independent goods. Independent goods are those goods which are not related with each other, and price change of one product will not affect the demand for another product. For example, if price of walnut increases, the demand for plums will remain unaffected. So such products are known as independent products, and in such cases, the answer of cross elasticity of demand will be 0. So in summary, cross elasticity of demand is how responsive the demand of one product is to a change in the price of another product, not the same product. If the answer is positive, those two goods will be substitute goods. If the answer of cross elasticity of demand is negative, those two products will be known as complementary goods. And if the answer of cross elasticity of demand coefficient is 0, then those two products will be known as independent goods. Okay. Now the application of cross elasticity of demand calculation. See, the degree of substitutability of products measured by the cross elasticity coefficient is important to businesses and government. For example, suppose that Coca-Cola is considering whether or not to lower the price of its Sprite brand. Not only it will want to know something about the price elasticity of demand for Sprite, but it will also look at the cross elasticity of demand for their Sprite product and Coke product. Now, if the Coca-Cola decreases the price of Sprite, obviously the demand for Sprite will increase and the demand for Coke will decrease. So it is very important for them to measure how much is the cross elasticity coefficient of Sprite is. If they decrease the price of Sprite to increase the sale of Sprite, but this decrease in price of Sprite decreases the demand for Coke as well, then in the end they will not get any benefit. So when any company decides to decrease or increase the price of their one brand, they have to look at how this will change the demand of their other products. And if increase in the price of their one brand will increase the demand of their other product and decrease the demand of the first product, then those two products are substitutes and they should not increase the price of that product. Okay, now let's discuss about income elasticity of demand. As I told you earlier, that demand of one product respond towards change in the price of same product, that is known as PED. Demand of one product also responds to change in the price of another product, that is known as cross elasticity of demand. We also know that demand of one product also depends upon or also responds to change in the income. So in income elasticity of demand, we shall see how the responsiveness of one product demand is to a change in the income of the buyer instead of prices. So the coefficient of income elasticity of demand is determined with this formula, that numerator is percentage change in quantity demanded while the denominator is percentage change in income. So we we shall see here, if the income increases by 1%, by how much percentage the quantity demanded will increase. Now it depends upon the types of those products. If the goods are normal goods, then when income increases, consumer will buy more of that product, and the answer of income elasticity of demand will be positive. So we will conclude that whenever the answer of income elasticity of demand will be positive, we shall say that that particular product is normal good. Then we have here second type of good, inferior goods. Inferior goods are those goods whose demand decreases when the income of consumer increases. For example, used products. Demand of used products increases when the income of consumer increases. Thus, the coefficient of income elasticity of demand for inferior good will always be negative. Here in this table, I'll summarize that if cross elasticity is positive, the answer is bigger than 0, it means that quantity demanded of W product changes in the same direction as change in the price of second product, and W and Z products will be here substitutes, for example, Pepsi and Coke. When the price of Coke will increase, the demand of Pepsi will increase, so answer will be positive, and those two products will be substitute. When the answer of cross elasticity of demand will be negative, it indicates that quantity demanded of one product changes in the opposite direction from the change in the price of another product, for example DVD and DVD player, and these two products will be known as complements. And when it is equal to 0, then those two products will be unrelated goods. On the basis of calculation of income elasticity of demand, if the answer of income elasticity of demand is positive, it means that quantity demanded of product changes in the same direction as change in the income, and those goods will be known as normal or superior goods. And if the answer of income elasticity of demand is less than 0, it means that increase in income of people is decreasing the demand of that particular product, and that product will be known as inferior product. Now we shall discuss here the price elasticity of supply, which is the third topic of this tutorial. Let's go to our book page. Now, price elasticity of demand measures how the supply of a product is towards the change in the price of the same product. Because we know that price is a revenue for the seller, and it is not a cost like as it is for the buyer. So when the price of a product will increase, seller will try to sell more. Therefore, the formula is percentage change in quantity supplied of product X divided by the percentage change in the price of same product. This is known as price elasticity of supply. Now, for reason explained earlier, the averages are midpoints of the before and after quantity supplied, and the before and after prices are used as reference points for percentage changes. And conclusion will be same, that if it is more than 1, we will call it supply is elastic. Equal to 1 means that supply is unit elastic, and if the coefficient of price elasticity of supply is equal to 1, less than 1, we will call it the supply is inelastic.